Hi everyone and welcome back to a new daily recap. Today, finally, I had a really nice day. I made $2,000 and I'm here to showing you the trades that I opened. I remind you that I'm trading gold on the 1 minute time frame and I'm trading on FTMO. But before I show you the trade that I opened today, if you want to support me, please subscribe to the channel because I saw that about 80% of you is not yet subscribed. So the first thing I want to show you today is the 4-hour time frame because as you can see, during the Asian session, price tested the fair value gap and then started to go lower. So that was an indication the price wanted to actually go lower, eventually reaching this low. Also, a little suggestion, when you see such big wicks, usually price tends to retrace them. So that was the context that I used throughout the day to open my trades. And at the beginning of London Open, price started to consolidate without actually going in any direction. But after a while, I saw the price started to go higher. And at this point, I thought that maybe price wanted to reach this high to then resume going lower. So this is why I tried to go long. And this is the trade that I opened. As you can see, the logic is price entered these two fair value gaps on the 5-minute time frame and respected them pretty well. Also, on the 1-minute time frame, as you can see, there is this fair value gap and price inverted it immediately. So once it did that, I entered long, pressing the stop loss below the low, aiming for this swing high, which corresponded to about 1 hour. And as you can see, after a bit of consolidation and a big retracement, price eventually decided to go higher and I hit my take profit. Eventually, price started to retrace lower again, so I thought that I was wrong on the idea that this swing high on the 50-minute time frame would have been reached. And this is where I considered to open a short. The idea was that price entered this fair value gap and rejected the level almost immediately, and I wanted to open a trade like this, aiming for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. But unfortunately, I was distracted. I was playing video games on my phone, and I know I'm stupid and you shouldn't do that, but this is the reality. I'm a bit transparent. I don't want to tell you stories, okay? That's the reality. So I'm sure that something like this also happened to you. Moving on, I saw the price started to go high again, so I knew the price was consolidating, but if you're trading on the 1-minute time frame, you have to be flexible and most of the times you will be scalping eventually. So you don't have to rely too much on the higher time frame context. You have to keep it in mind, but you also have to adapt. And as you can see, this was another trade idea that I had. Unfortunately, I couldn't open this trade because the stop loss was too tight for the leverage that I have in my FTMO account. So I missed out on this trade, unfortunately. And after that, as you can see, London Open was over. Price continued to consolidate without actually going anywhere. And at some point, like right before the beginning of New York Open, I saw that price was starting to go higher. So I thought the London highs were the next to be taken and I was looking for longs. But again, unfortunately, I thought about opening these two trades. Okay, one which was this and the second one which was this other one. Okay, unfortunately, as you can see, the stop loss were too tight for the leverage that I have in my FTMO account, so I couldn't open these trades. But if I was trading on a futures prop firm account, I would have opened them, and as you can see, they would have gone well because even if the London highs weren't reached with these trades, 1 hour was still made. And as you know, I'm trading 1 hour because I know that on the 1-minute time frame, every day I have trades, and to find consistency, I want to have a higher win rate with a lower risk to reward. And to me, I found my piece with 1 hour trading. Moving on, there was this big drop right at the beginning of New York Open, then price started to go high again and it reached the level that I told you, so the London highs and this 15-minute swing high. After that, price started to go lower, as you can see, and at 8:30 there were high impact news, so I didn't want to trade right about that time. I waited again, price started to consolidate again, then went lower, took this swing low, and then started to retracing higher again. So at this point, I thought that maybe today I wouldn't have opened any more trades, but I decided to wait again and stay in front of the charts because I thought that maybe price was just heating up for a big move, and that's what happened because as you can see, right here it started to drop like crazy to reach that level that I told you about at the beginning of the video, and I managed to open a trade. So this is the trade that I opened, but let me explain the context because here is really important. So as you can see, price was yet to reach this low, and obviously I didn't know if price wanted to reach this lower low or if he would have stopped at this low and then reversed. So my idea was that I wanted to open this trade because the stop loss was big enough, and after this level I would have reevaluated the situation. So as I told you, I'm aiming for a one-to-one risk to reward. So in this case, I got filled immediately. And the idea for this trade was that price started to go lower, broke structure here and took this low. So I waited for a retracement. And as you can see, after the retracement, it went inside this fair value gap, taking also this high already made and started to go lower. So once this candle closed, I opened the trade, placed the stop loss above the high, and price simply went in my direction. After that, as you can see, price continued to drop a lot. And if I held on to the trade, it would have been an 11-hour trade. But as I already told you many times, I don't really care about these big moves because I only want consistency. And again, if you are trading on futures prop firm, I think you can even open this kind of trades, at least not in all of them. So I prefer to trade with high consistency, one-to-one risk to reward. And if sometimes I miss these types of moves, I don't really care. I also have a swing funded account, and there is where I try to look for bigger moves. And I think that could be also a reason why I don't really care if intraday I miss on these types of move. On my FTMO dashboard, as you can see, these are the 2 trades that I opened today, and this is the current status of my FTMO challenge. As you can see, I'm starting to recover, I'm minus 6%, but I'm positive that in the following days I will continue to do well, at least I hope so, and we'll see how it will go. But that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next few days with a new daily recap.